Welcome back, everybody. It's the Fifth Down Podcast. How are we doing today? We're back in the league. How are we doing, Dixon?
We're doing great.
Good.
We're doing very
Week
great.
9. Look at the jersey right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. We're back.
Yeah, at this point, it's coming off.
It's the house of the Niners, okay? Just wanted to get a bit festive. You know, we're Fogel. McLovin, baby. You know what I mean? Yeah, we wearing this in the back car. Yes, sir. Of course we're doing it, right? All right, let's get down to business, huh?
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We're in a new location for the time being. I think we'll be back in the regular location next week.
Yeah, we're in the house.
Anyways, we're in
the
Mr.
house
Zach Marisco's
that Jimmy
house
Garoppolo
tonight.
built.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for
Politely.
taking good care of it.
Of course. I'll never be wearing those colors again in my life.
You will when we make the second bet and the Rams lose again. All right.
When the second bet happens, either way, I'll be in another state.
I'll send you the jersey. I'll ship it away.
Okay.
By the way, congrats on Colin Dixon on getting accepted into the Clemson University.
Thank you.
What a great honor. And, and we'll be hearing back from Florida State soon, hopefully, where my Seminoles are going to be taking care of business.
And this
Tigers
rivalry will
down.
be,
man. It's
back.
going to be like Niners-Rams all over again.
We
My
love
goodness.
that. We love that.
Well, hey, what a week in the National Football League, huh?
Yeah.
Niners jumped to 7-0. 7-0, and it wasn't even a close one. It was not even close.
It wasn't.
51-13, 38 points against a 4-2 team. I'm sorry. Are we still pretenders? Have we not played a real team yet? I mean, what's the answer to that, Dixon? Do you have an answer?
I don't have an answer besides that you guys are real, and I've said you're real for the past couple weeks.
I just like hearing it. It's like music to my ears. Rams took the dub. What's the score?
I don't even know the score off the top of my head, but all I know is a W is a W. And they went into London. They took care of business against the Bengals. We're on a bye week now, and we're feeling good.
24-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is what it is.
So wait. We beat a team by 38 points. It's 4-2, and you guys beat a team that's 0 and now 8 by 14. Just want to put that out there.
All of our starters didn't play in the second half.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
2-touchdown game. Why would your starter not be playing? Doesn't make sense.
Because they didn't want him to get hurt.
Some confidence right there for a 5-3 team. Like I tell you myself. All right. But hey, let's get right into it. Let's go game by game. Do a little game by game analysis that we always love to do here at the Fifth Down Podcast. Our first matchup was Thursday Night Football. Redskins at the Vikings. Both of the Vikings easily took care of business. Okay. Second game was Bengals at Rams. Not much to say. Like as we said, both the Rams and Vikings, of course, took care of business.
Except to note that in the Bengals game, Dalton's benched now. He's in the top 5 in passing, and then they benched him after this game. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, and AJ Green will be back after the bye week, so that's a nice addition for the new backup they're bringing in.
Yeah.
All right. We get the Hawks at the Falcons. Both took the Hawks. Easy win for that. We had the Eagles at the Bills. Both took the Bills. However, the Eagles 37-10 was it? Wow.
Yeah. Josh Allen had
31-13.
Had an okay game. We both started him in fantasy. Did you win again?
I actually I did win with him, and I also lost against him. So it was a bit contradictory. Because he was pretty average for what we thought he was going to be.
He was pretty average, but the Eagles went in there. A lot of people were thinking the locker room was going to be kind of torn apart. You had guys like Orlando Scandrick talking about his team, saying they weren't going to do well, and they went out there and they proved the doubters wrong and put up a nice W, 31-13.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
Too.
You gotta respect it. The Bills' defense is top 10 to say the least. So when you put up 31 points on a top 10 defense, you gotta love it. We didn't see that big of a game from Wentz, but sometimes you don't need to. It's like the Niners. The quarterback play doesn't have to be always top level when that running game is able to get going.
Yeah, no doubt. Next game, Chargers and Bears. Another game where we both took the same team, and that team lost, and that was the Bears, man. Bears are 4-point favorites. Literally, the Chargers went down. That whole situation at the end of the game for the Bears, man. They kneeled the ball so they could kick a field goal, and Pinheiro missed. It's just the Bears can't figure it out. They can't.
I got one thing to say. Okay, you're gonna trash Nagy. You're gonna trash Trubisky. You're gonna find all these guys are trash. But they are putting this team in positions to win games. They did it last year in the playoffs. They just did it now. in a big game a pivotal game that they really needed if they had any chance of going to the playoffs. And their kicker fails.
Yeah, but I don't blame Nagy as much as I blame Trubisky, man. The 2 critical turnovers in the fourth quarter, that interception, and then the fumble when they've had the lead both times. It's just it kills you. It kills you. Turnovers kill you, and it continues to kill the Bears. And somehow the Chargers with Phillip Rivers came down into Soldier Field and got the win. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but I don't know how it happened. We'll move on to the next game. Giants and Lions. Lions took care of business, but Daniel Jones had a nice game for himself. I mean, the guy played well. And, I mean, the Lions came out with a W, but 322 yards and 4 touchdowns for Danny Dimes. Look at that man go.
And, hey, the Lions finally get one of these close games. I said last week that they were reminding me of the Niners a few years ago, just so close in each game, just weren't able to pull it out. Respect the Lions pulling it out. They held Saquon to 64 yards on the ground and 19 carries, average of 3.4 yards. When you can do that, you're going to put yourself in positions to win this game. But like you say, Danny Dimes continues to impress wherever he plays. It was in Detroit. So love to see it from Danny Dimes. And Stafford had a great fantasy day as well.
Yeah.
Started him in DraftKings. Got a nice big win there. Just a little touch on the running backs for the Lions. Very confusing. Very confusing. We saw a lot of people going in on Ty Johnson, remember? And he ends up with, 7 carries for 25 yards? Then we said, well, if it's not Ty Johnson, it's going to be, J.D. McKissic, right? Yep. It has to be. Oh, 1 carry for negative one yards. Who's getting the damn carries here, huh? No, Trey Carson. Yeah, I heard about this guy like 2 or 3 years ago maybe. Pops out all of a sudden, 12 carries for 34 yards, 2.8 yards per carry. Not good at all. And then Paul Perkins has still hacked him. So you got 4 running backs, and you have no idea. None of them scored touchdowns at all. You have no idea who is going to begin to carry.
How about Matt Stafford for 2 carries and negative 3 yards? How about that?
You got to respect it. You got to respect it, okay?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to the next game. Buccaneers and Titans, man. Tannehill gets a start. Buccaneers going there with famous Jameis. We didn't know what Jameis we were going to get. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, Jameis. That's what we got. 301 yards. But the Buccaneers couldn't pull it off. I mean, the Titans played great. Tannehill, 193 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, if you can win games like that, I mean, I might as well. The Titans are sitting at 4-4, and Tannehill keeps playing well. They're going to win football games.
And you know what? I said this right before, during last week's episode that Tannehill could be an upgrade really for the Titans offense. Mariota, sure, he's got some legs, but he was taking way too many sacks a game. We saw like 9 sacks in one game against him. Unacceptable. Didn't know when to get rid of the ball, when to keep it, and the accuracy was not there at all. So especially very disappointing from a first round quarterback.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the time for him and Mariota are pretty close to done. They both came out the same draft, but, I mean, they're done. It's time to move on from them. Anyways, we'll move on from that game into a game that was a lot closer than it should have been, man. Broncos and Colts. Colts were 6-point favorites. What are we doing?
We got the wrong orientation.
Wrong orientation.
My God.
All right, but the Colts ended up winning 15-13, man. I mean, Flacco, they had the lead after Vinatieri missed a crucial PAT. But then at the end of the day, he made the long field goal to win the game. I mean, it's one way to get it done. You should have blown out the Broncos. It was 15-13, but, I mean, they pulled it off. It is what it is.
I mean, yeah, you got to respect it. You know, as we say, a win's a win in the NFL. Yep. So, yeah, simple as that.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll move on to the next game. Saints and Cardinals. We kind of brought up how it was kind of a trap game a little bit. You didn't know how the Cardinals were going to play. The Saints ended up pulling it off. They had Breeze starting that game. We didn't really know if he was going to start that game when we did the podcast last week, but he ended up doing it, and he played well. He had a great game, and the Saints came out on top. Close. Yeah.
So, I mean, gotta respect the fact that Breeze at his old age, just like Brady, other guys of his age just continue to perform week in and week out, no matter what. That was a brutal thumb injury, too. He could not even grasp the ball. So, but the one thing I really want to touch on is the fact that Teddy Bridgewater reminded me of Jimmy G. Okay, sorry to tie it back to the Niners every time, but 5-0, okay, The guy is on track to make $20 to $30 million next year.
He could go
Good
start somewhere.
Good for him. What a turnaround in his career, huh?
That'll be big for him. Anyways, into the next game. Jags and Jets. I think Sam Darnold was still seeing some ghosts out there. It was funny. At the Jags Stadium, they played a Ghostbusters theme song, and then they were putting up, while they're playing it, it was Sam Darnold blunders, and it was really funny. And then when the Jags mascot came into the stadium, he came in on a zip line wearing a ghost costume. And it was great. But Sam Darnold, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But how about that man, Gardner Minshew, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he keeps his name in that lineup, and he keeps him going. I mean, they can't bring Foles back if he keeps playing like that.
I mean, hey, Minshew Mania, right? We got the thong going. Okay, right? We have Aubrey Huff back in the 2010 World Series, yeah? For all my real Giants fans, you may remember. But I'm telling you, man, that guy must be wearing a thong because the way he plays, it's unbelievable. So we're the Jaguars to go on to make a playoff run, something like that sort. Yeah. And that, maybe win the Super Bowl. Just if, okay, just if.
No way.
During the festival, after the Super Bowl, he falls on a thong. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Bold prediction right there. Okay.
Next game. Your Niners and the Panthers. You touched on it a little bit.
Good God.
I
feel bad.
I took the Panthers because I honestly thought.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I honestly thought that they could go in there and win that game with Christian McCaffrey. And, I watched the first 2 quarters of that game. I'm like, there's no point in watching. Tevin Coleman played great. The offense was great. Nick Bosa played great. I mean, both Bosa brothers won the Defensive Player of the Week in the NFL. That's the first time that's ever happened. But anyways, getting back to the Niners, they look great. I mean, I can't really doubt them anymore for the rest of the year.
Niner gang, baby. Let's go. Niner gang.
Except when they play the Rams and other good teams.
Wait, but they played the Rams and they beat them by 13 points. Anyways, we'll get to that, Bridge, when we get there again, of course.
Yes.
Next game we got on was the Browns at the Patriots.
The Browns are awful. That's all I have to say.
And the Browns, they've had a really tough schedule this year as well. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, they have, but they've looked awful, man.
But at least they stayed in the game within 2 touchdowns against the Patriots. It was in Foxborough too.
Patriots won me money though.
But I mean, they did cover the spread.
Yes, they did.
And so you have to respect that. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Super Bowl picks out the window, guys. I'm really sorry about that. All right. But guess what? My Niners, I got you on that. Okay. I'm telling you, red and gold, baby, going all the way. Yeah. I said that.
Well, okay then. Anyways, the Patriots, on the other hand, continue to score defensive touchdowns. Their defense looks great. They're easily the best in the AFC. You think the Niners are the best in the whole league. I think it's the Patriots. Either way, no matter what we think, the Patriots defense is dominant.
Yeah.
And they continue to play great. And, I mean, the Browns almost got back in the game. Chubb had a huge run, and then they forced a fumble and took it and scored after that drive. And the Patriots just look good, man. They look great.
And it scares me, honestly. They got a tough test this week in Baltimore.
Yeah. That'll be a fun one to watch. I'm excited for it.
And just a foreshadow for my pick, I think that this could be their first loss. I'm really hoping it is because I want my Niners to be the only undefeated team left in the league. I hope it is. Mm-hmm. That would be amazing. Okay. Next game, we got the Raiders at the Texans. Okay. Was a real nail biter at the end. I saw Deshaun Watson. He was carrying one guy. He was just carrying him on his back, and he just made throw.
Okay, but you forgot to mention that he got kicked into the eye. Before that and threw that blind touchdown. God. But hey, now go Tigers. We love it. We love it.
FSU Seminoles, huh? Yes, fight. All right, what we got next, huh? Packers at Chiefs.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it. Matt Moore played pretty well, actually. But Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers is playing like MVP Aaron Rodgers. It's scary to watch. Are you scared at all since you're playing the Packers in a couple weeks?
I'm not scared of anybody, Dixon. I mean that from the heart.
You just said you were scared of the Patriots.
Okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But in terms of our schedule and who will be playing in the playoffs until we play Patriots in the Super Bowl, not scared at all.
Okay.
My goodness.
Okay.
I mean, the defensive front is just unreal.
Okay. I feel
and we have 4 injured guys that are all coming back next week against the Seahawks. We got a 10-day break in between Thursday night's game tomorrow night and the next Monday night game against the Seahawks. I mean, come on. It's just unfair. Okay.
But do you have anything to say about that Sunday Night Football game?
Oh, no, I did pick the Chiefs. And it's because they have guys that stretch the field in the offense. I believe that Matt Moore was one of like the 5 to 10 like viable quarterbacks that we still think backup quarterbacks that can come in and actually, maybe finish a season and in order to take a team to the playoffs, win some games. He's one of them. Yeah. And so and it was in Arrowhead. That had a big deal to do with it too. I knew it was gonna be a close game. Congrats to the Packers though.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Jones had an amazing game. Anyways, the Chiefs continue to lose at Arrowhead, and it brings up this week, what are they going to do there? We'll see. We'll get to that later. But Monday Night Football, kind of interesting. The Dolphins were up 14-0 at one point. And then the Steelers, my bad, came back and won 27-14 and didn't cover by 1 point. That was stressful for me who put money on the Steelers.
Oh, God.
But, the Dolphins, they look great to start, and it made me very, very nervous when the Steelers came back. Mason Rudolph put it together. James Conner put it together. That defense looks great. Mika Fitzpatrick and multiple interceptions. I mean, the Steelers look pretty decent right now. Yeah,
it's funny. I saw this post on the NFL, right? And it was like Fitty Pat with the interception. And it was Ryan Fitzpatrick throwing an interception. Like, what the heck is that? Why are they cheering on the guy for throwing an interception? And I'm like, oh crap! There's 2 Fitty Pats in the game, huh?
Yeah,
one's Fitz magic though.
Yeah,
okay, get it right.
Yeah, no doubt. So that was those Week 8 picks. We're changing it up this week though. The past 8 weeks we picked it just straight up. This week we're doing something new.
The spread.
We're
bringing in the spread.
Can
I get those percentages of our picks through the first 8 weeks?
So through the first 8 weeks, I was 76 of 121. You were 80 of 121. I was 62.8%. You were 66.12%.
That's 2/3 of the time your boy is right. But picking without the spread, it's pretty straightforward. Okay.
And you know what? These people who make the spreads are pretty damn good at it. And it'll be fun to pick against the spread.
It's impressive.
And we're gonna be excited to do that for the next half of the season. We'll see how it goes, and if we don't like it, we'll go back to straight up picks. But we're gonna have some fun with this.
No, I think we're gonna be doing good with the spread.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Just don't listen to Colin. Okay, he's got the bad takes. Just always pick the Niners. Listen to me. We'll be good. All right. We're gonna get going into it. Week 9.
Week 9.
Oh my goodness, kind of daunting. It's like we're finally starting to look at a playoff picture, really see who's going to be in and up in it. Just able to put our kind of second half of the year predictions out there. Obviously, Niners can make the playoffs. Predict for the number 1 seed. So we'll see how that works.
We've 9 weeks of football already. This is going by too fast.
Oh man,
too fast.
It's kind of sad.
It's okay. We still got 8 more weeks plus playoffs.
Hey,
we're all good.
And congrats to the Nationals on winning the World
Series. Oh yeah, too. But baseball. I kind of stopped watching baseball once the football season started.
Once the Angels sucked
once they were kind of done, I was like, I'm done with baseball.
But hey, go Giants, huh? All right. 3 World Series, 5 years. First game tomorrow night, Halloween. Colin, of course, calls every Niners a trap game. God. 49ers at the Cardinals. Cardinals are getting 10 points.
I'm going with the Cardinals. See, if we were picking straight up, I'd take the Niners easily. And I still think the Niners win this game. But to me, I just have this feeling that 10 points, it's Halloween. It's Thursday Night Football on a short week. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals have looked pretty decent. Although they went onto the road and didn't play great against the Saints, they're at home this time. Thursday Night Football, it'll be 2 great offensive coaches. I think the Cardinals pull this one out with the spread. They don't win. They're not going to win this game. Everybody knows that. But they cover the spread. That's all I have to say.
I really don't have much to say on this, guys. Okay. I mean, if you just look back to the episodes, you'll just see Colin like making a fool of himself. Okay, picking the Panthers. Okay, picking the Rams. What did you pick? Did you pick the Browns? I believe you picked the Browns. Did you?
I did pick the Browns.
Did you pick the Steelers?
No, I did not pick the Steelers.
But you picked the Bengals. I know you picked the Bengals, and I know you picked the Buccaneers. Yeah.
I think I picked the Niners.
You picked the Niners.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, just don't listen to this guy, especially in the Niners games. Come on. Come on.
You have 4
Niners,
more than me.
come on, baby. 7-0. No one is stopping us. It won't even be close, damn it.
Okay. Anyways, we'll get on to the next game.
All right.
Oh, wait, I'll write you down for the 49ers.
Oh, please. Hey,
All
side
right.
bet, $5, 10 points spread.
No, not on this
Okay,
one.
that's what I thought.
Not on
I
this
thought
one.
it's all talk, no flock. As the old Don said.
I'll talk.
Oh, God.
That
Hey.
is a Don's. What was that for?
Yeah, he's so sexy.
Anyways,
Good God. All right, we got our first London game right here.
our first London game.
Well, just the first game of the week.
Okay.
It's a London game.
Are you going to wake
Don't
up
wanna speak.
to watch it?
No, thanks. Okay.
I'll already be up because I'm going to work at 7 a.m., so I'm going to watch the first at least quarter of it.
Okay.
But, Texans and Jaguars. Texans, I got 1 point favorite. So, I mean, you got Minshew Mania in London. Do you think it'll work over there?
You know what? I see it. I see the Jags pulling this one out.
All right.
Okay. Texans Raiders game was a bit too close for comfort, for
Yeah,
me,
it was.
especially in Houston.
Mhm.
I expected the Texans to win that game by at least a touchdown, definitely.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars, I know they've lost some games as of late, but I still just feel like they bring energy. And the Texans just lost one of their best defensive players in J.J. Watt.
Mm-hmm.
They're down Will Fuller, their
Mhm.
number 2 receiver.
Mm-hmm.
They got Darren Fells, though, who's producing surprisingly on the offensive side of the ball. But the O-line just still is not there for me. I'm just going with the Jags in this one after looking at all that.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. The Jags played them really close last time they played. I mean, it came down to that 2-point conversion that they just didn't get. And if they got that, they win the game. But they didn't get it. Jags are going to go in there. I think they're going to play a close game. But I just like the Texans to win this game, and it's 1 point. It's 1 point. So the Texans, they literally, if they win the game, then they'll pretty much cover unless we're going to fold at 1 point. But, I'm going Texans at that one. And, it'll be a good one to watch. I may not watch the whole game because I'll be at work, but I'll be paying attention at 6:30 in the morning when it starts.
Okay.
All right, next game, Redskins and Bills. This one is in Buffalo again, 9.5-point favorites for Bills Mafia. I'm rolling with Bills Mafia. I think they bounced back after this win, or after the loss against the Eagles, and they bounced back with a win this week against the Redskins.
I'm going with the Bills as well. I'm expecting to see a lot more from their defense, quite frankly. Redskins awful. It's in Buffalo.
Keenum's questionable. So
yeah, Keenum is really their only hope right now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in Haskins, just not this year. He needs to start developing, throwing the ball, all that kind of sorts. Just getting more game time in the NFL. It's what it takes. But I believe if Keenum plays, it's going to be a close game, but he's questionable. We'll see what happens. Obviously, put in reverse, Scary Terry. Okay, going to have another good game, all right? I'm expecting that from him. Another fantasy play this week, huh?
Anyways, we both got the Bills at 9.5. Moving into this game that I think is actually a pretty intriguing game. Vikings went in there. Kirk Cousins had another good game. It's Vikings at Chiefs. It's a huge question mark. They've lost 3 in a row in Arrowhead.
That's
I'm
weird.
torn.
That is so weird.
I'm torn.
Okay, the Chiefs are getting 2.5 points. The Vikings have been a solid
Well,
team
no, the
all
Vikings
year.
got 2.5.
We'll see.
Vikings are 2.5.
Vikings are 2.5.
Vikings are 2.5.
Really?
Yes.
I had down Chiefs 2.5. No?
Yeah, I had Vikings 2.5.
Okay. I'm still taking the Chiefs though.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I believe in what Mahomes can do.
Yeah. Well, Mahomes isn't playing.
Of course, but I also believe that Mahomes can mentor more to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moore alone has shown me enough that he can put this team in situations to win games. It's about the defense, really.
Mm-hmm. Last week, I picked the Packers because I wasn't sure about Matt Moore. Although the Packers won last week, Matt Moore proved to me that he can run that offense well. Andy Reid can run that offense through him, and I believe in them this week. I'm going Chiefs with that underdog, 2.5 points. So next game, this one will be an interesting one. The Jets against the Dolphins. These are 2 crappy teams. A couple weeks ago, I was thinking about picking up Sam Darnold to start him this game after Mahomes got hurt because I needed someone to play. But Darnold has looked horrible.
Oh, man. You need to start going duo instead of getting mono. My God.
But like,
man. And we just saw a post on Le'Veon Bell on the old Twitter from today. So that was always good to see. Okay. But he was just going through how basically that his team needs some time. Okay, it's the first year, GM, coach, himself, all getting together. Okay, and I understand that. As a Niners fan, we had to go through 2 years of rebuild to get to where we are today. I see it. Okay, but I just believe that, especially with Darnold in his second year, that he needs to be playing better, especially being the number 3 pick when they trade up for him as well. So I'm taking the Jets.
Okay.
I was really wanting to take the Dolphins, honestly. It's just they just don't have that oomph in them to carry out a win.
Yeah,
this can be one of the best chances to do it, though.
I think this is the closest line for the Dolphins this year, I'm pretty sure. And with that being said, that's why I'm taking the Jets. They haven't had a line close enough, and I think the Jets they weren't doing it. But to speak on the Jets, there are rumors they're sending Jamal Adams to the Cowboys. And Adams came out today, and he was like, the Rams don't listen to offers on Aaron Donald. The Patriots don't listen to offers on Tom Brady. Why are the Jets listening to offers on me? And I not that he's that good, but he's good. And the Jets, they should have traded him if they're going to listen to him.
Top 5 safety in
easily.
Not close. The guy is tremendous ball skills. He's a ball hawk. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that the problems get resolved between them.
Because they could build around that guy.
Come on. That guy's a leader in your defense. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
You went out and made some splash free agent signings like C.J. Mosley, Le'Veon Bell.
They almost traded Le'Veon.
And they almost traded Robbie Anderson, too. You guys cannot be sellers right now. I understand that you only got one win, but those are guys that you maybe want to build around.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
I hope they realize that.
That was enough time on the Jets, though. Anyways, next game, Bears and Eagles. This one will be a fun one to watch. I mean, the Bears, can they ever bounce back? I don't think so. Eagles, they bounced back great last week against the Bills. They're at home this week, too. They got the Bears 5-point favorites. I got the Eagles easy.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles as well. I've not really seen any kind of life from the Bears this year. I expect to see more from their defense, too. I just dropped them in fantasy, putting up just horrendous numbers, especially compared to my 49ers defense, which is why I was able to, to feel comfortable and do that. But I mean, God bless the Bears. Maybe Trubisky coming back, we'll give him a hand. I got no idea. I haven't seen good stuff from Trubisky though. So
yeah. So you got the Eagles as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for that one for both of us. Anyways, next game, Colts and Steelers. Colts are 1-point favorites. This one is going to be in Pittsburgh. What are your thoughts?
I'm taking the Colts.
Okay.
And I know it's in Pittsburgh, and it's the fact that the Colts defense has surprised me this year in a big way. Rudolph has surprised me this year in a big way because I thought he would be able to take this team to the playoffs. So I really did because it's a solid team to build around a young quarterback. He just has not shown me what I thought we were going to see from him. Ryan Clark comes out and says after the Niners 24-21 against Steelers that we would be better off with Mason Rudolph as our quarterback.
God, Jimmy Garoppolo?
Good God, yes.
What?
Can you believe that?
I can't.
Oh, man. Pretenders, am I right? I mean, hey, we just silence all the haters. We just come in, we win quiet. Okay, we'll be 8-0, then 9-0, 10-0. And then we get the Packers, and we'll see what happens then.
All right.
Hey, one game at a time, right?
Yeah, one game at a time, and we're on this game, which is the Colts Steelers. This is how I'm looking at it. I'm going Steelers in this one. They're at home. Their defense is great. The reason I'm going that, there's too many close games on the schedule. If we look at it, they lost to the Chargers, beat the Titans by 2, beat the Falcons by 3, lost to the Raiders, beat the Chiefs by 6, which was a very impressive win, beat the Texans by 7, and then just beat the Broncos by 2. Their offense needs more production out of Brissett. And he's facing one of the better defenses in the league. That's why I'm going Steelers. Underdogs.
Well, it should be a good game.
It'll be a great game.
We got a lot of good games this week.
Yes, we
frankly.
do. All right. So moving on to another good game, which I think will be pretty close. Titans and Panthers. Panthers coming off Kyle Allen's first loss. He looked really bad against 49ers. He did.
And we expected him to. The 49ers defense is the best in the league.
But the Titans do not have anywhere close to a defense like that.
Of course. But they have a solid defense. I really do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
They put up semi-good numbers this year. And I'm going to go with the Titans.
Okay.
I know it's in Carolina. Titans are getting 4 points, though. I'm not saying they're going to win the game. I think it's going to be very close, though. If they don't win, I think it's going to be very close. And I'm really hoping that they can pull this out because I believe in Tannehill.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's one of those backup quarterbacks. I believe that is a very viable start.
Mm-hmm. He's been playing really well, and as the very well start to Kyle Allen went, it fell off. I think Tannehill falls off a little bit this week. I think the Panthers go back home. They're coming off that loss. Christian McCaffrey wants to get his legs back going. I mean, if that man finds space, he's unbelievable.
I know.
He's unbelievable.
He still even played well against my Niners.
I know, and it's so I just see him going
117 yards on the ground, 38 in the air.
Yeah.
Combined for 150.
Yeah. I just see him going off against this Titans defense, and I like not the Titans. I like the Panthers -4 at home. Anyways, next game, another good one. Lions and the Raiders in Oakland, in the black hole. This one will be a fun one, but I'm riding with the Lions,
Won't even be a close one.
Yeah, I don't think it will either.
I can't even believe that the Raiders are favored in this game.
No, the Lions are 2-point favorites.
Are they really?
Yes.
I had the Raiders as 2-point favorite.
I had the Lions.
Man, I guess, this whole spread thing, you can get conversing as horses, huh? My goodness.
Either way, even if the Raiders...
I still think Lions won by touchdown easy.
Yeah, I like the Lions, but sorry about that.
Good God, I'm professional on the Fit Down podcast. We're sorry about that.
The Lions, it is the Raiders 2 points.
Thank you. And then check the Chiefs-Vikings team as well.
That changed. The Chiefs-Vikings on ESPN doesn't come up.
What? Why is that?
It just doesn't come up.
Oh. No, I think there may even be no spread in that game right now. I think because I saw multiple sources saying it was undecided, or that it was TBD. So I mean,
it could be a game time decision. But from what we found, we have 2.5.
That could be the best game of the week right there.
That really is going to be. But anyways, we're gonna write it in. Raiders 2 points, but we both got the Lions. And that one, I don't. It's in Oakland, but I don't see it being anywhere close to a game. Lions are dogs. They're going to go and win that game. Anyways, next game, Buccaneers and Seahawks. Seahawks are 6-point favorites. They're going to win by more than 7. Jameis is going to go in there and throw multiple picks again. And I just don't see him having a good game. It's one of those weird games where I feel like he could, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, we never know what we're going to see from Jameis. He could either go off, he could have a horrendous game as well. I'm talking 6 turnovers versus a 404 touchdown game. So, I mean, he's been on both ends of the spectrum so far this season. But Hawks defense, very solid defense. In Seattle, tough to play. I'm taking the Hawks. I think they'll just beat the spread on this one.
Yeah. Next game, Browns at Broncos. Browns are 3.5-point favorites. Joe Flacco will not be going for the Broncos. The Broncos shot themselves in the foot by not having Drew Lock ready. A couple weeks ago, he was ready. No, I'm not kidding. A couple weeks ago, he was ready to be off IR and ready to practice. He said he was ready. Fangio said he was ready, but Elway said no. And then now they have to start Brandon Allen. And then Drew, they said they haven't let him practice yet, so then he's not going to be able to even be the backup in this game. The Broncos just keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, I'd
go Broncos if they had my boy Locke in there. But we're not going Broncos. We're going Browns.
They got no business really even being really even starting their best quarterback, Drew Lock. The season is lost. They'll be on next year pretty soon here. I'm gonna go with the Browns. So I think it could be really close though. It's in Denver. Teams typically have a tough time playing up in that altitude, and Denver's showing flashes of life. 2 games.
They have, last game they looked like they were almost going to beat the Colts.
So I mean, but I'm going with the Browns because it's just I need them to turn around. The Browns.
They are. I don't know if they are going to turn around. They'll turn it around in this game though.
At least
they'll get back now winning ways.
Yeah. Pats Ravens.
Pack. Oh, you're going Pats Ravens first?
Let's go Pats Ravens first.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, Let's just say we're both taking the Packers 3.5 in LA. We don't need to touch on that much more.
Of course.
That's easy for both of us.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Let's get to that Sunday night.
Pats, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. We got Pats are 3-point favorites in Baltimore. This is going to be fun because, to be completely honest, the Patriots have not really played anybody or anybody with a dynamic offense. This one will be good to watch. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Mark Ingram, you got those guys at receiver like Marquise Brown. But
yeah, he'll be coming back.
Yeah, so, I mean, it'll be a fun game to watch. But
you got the Pats?
I have the Pats. I trust their defense too much. Even if they haven't played anybody great, I think they can still cover at least 3 points.
I'm taking a flyer, baby. I am taking a flyer, huh? Baltimore Ravens are going to win this game. They're going to win this game. And let me tell you why. All right, let me tell you why.
Why?
There's a bad man by the name of Lamar Jackson.
Knew you were going to say that.
You know me too well, Dixon. Oh, my goodness. Marquise Brown, as we just said, is coming back. Their O-line is showing that they can protect Lamar.
Yep.
That they got a good running game going with Mark Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Lamar.
Their tight ends are unbelievable.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, Mark Andrews, Nick Boyle, and Hayden Hurst.
Yeah.
All could be starters in the NFL, and they have all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Lamar loves his tight ends, and every once in a while, when he's not running the ball and throwing to his tight end, so make a big throw down to Hollywood Marquise Brown from TD.
And now he's got him back.
So I mean, it's going to come down to, can this defense hold the Pats?
Mm-hmm. Can
the defense hold the Pats? I believe the offense has got the advantage personally. It's in Baltimore. They're going to have that good atmosphere to play in. I just believe, can Baltimore defense hold down the Patriots as Tom Brady and company look to go to now 9-0?
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one to watch. Like I mentioned, I like the Patriots defense too much right now. And until the Ravens prove me wrong, honestly, Ravens, go prove me wrong. I honestly would like you to prove me wrong, but I'm going Patriots. I just think that one's just the right pick. But if we're looking at it, why not have another team go down?
And honestly, I would just love to hear that the 49ers are the only remaining team in the National Football League, baby. San Francisco. Huh?
Huh? Anyways, we'll move on to the Monday night game. Danny Dimes at home against the boys. The boys are going in there 7.5-point favorites.
Well, Danny Dimes, huh? Oh, man. Oh, Lord, huh?
Okay. Anyways, this will be an interesting one for the Cowboys. Do you have any dimes in there?
I think. No, I got everything else, just no dime.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Found the floor. Danny Dimes, baby.
Okay. He stuck it up close and it looked really big. Anyways, Cowboys are 7.5-point favorites. Who you got?
I'm taking the boys in this one. I know it's in New York. I get it, okay? But I trust that the Cowboys are just going to run over the Giants' defense. Danny Dimes can go off for 400, 4 TDs, do whatever. Cowboys still dropping 5 touchdowns in this game, I believe.
So the last time the Cowboys played in that stadium, they lost. But I'm still going with the boys.
Okay,
they're too good. They're good.
Yourself? Okay,
no, it won't. They'll be in the same locker room. It'll be the same vibes. They're going to go in there and they're going to shove it down the chest.
They're going to wreak havoc.
Yeah. I honestly don't see Danny Dimes having that great of a game. I see Saquon having a better game. But
we've been waiting for Saquon. He's on my fantasy team. Yeah, I gave the PSA last week. Come on, Saquon, get going.
Yeah,
and he didn't.
Yeah,
19 carries, 67 yards.
Yeah,
with a 3.6 yards for a carry. Come on.
It is.
Come on, Barkley.
But yeah, you got to do better, man. A Penn State man would do better. Okay.
Florida State does the best though. On DBU right there. On Derwin James, Jalen Ramsey, please. All right. Even though I don't like Ramsey. Ramsey was better in college than he is in the NFL, of course, because now he's on the Rams, where your career goes down the hole.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to do the playoff picture again like we did last week, or are we kind of sticking to the same teams?
I mean, if there's any changes that I'm really feeling, It could be in the Ravens, Steelers, Bengals, Browns division. I really feel like that the Steelers have a possibility of leaking their way into the playoffs. Schedule.
Keep talking.
Yeah, we could go game by game for the Steelers. I think the Browns, it could be a bit too late. That's a bummer. They got the Colts.
And they got the Rams.
It's going to be a close one. I think they're going to beat the Rams, though.
Interesting.
I think they're going to beat the Browns, and they're going to beat the Bengals.
They will beat the Browns. They will beat the Bengals. They'll get the Browns again.
Oh, man.
And then they'll get the Cardinals, and then they'll get the Bills, and then the Jets, and then they might have one of the easiest schedules coming up.
They could just do it, guys. They could just do it. It's going to come down to
It'll come down to the last game of the year.
Right now.
It could come down to the last
game. It
really
could. I hope it does. Okay,
let's look at the Ravens' upcoming schedule. The Patriots, the Texans, the Rams, the Niners, the Bills, they're good.
The Niners. Oh, they got the Niners? Oh, man. They just about damn done, son. The Niners are, once a team, let me tell you something about the Niners. Once a team plays the Niners, they lose all confidence and hope that they ever had in a season, honestly. It's just out the window. You feel bad because it's just like, wait, the Niners just beat us? Wait, the 3-13 Niners last year? Are you kidding me? Man, we are bad. I mean, we're not bad, okay? We are not bad. We are super bad, okay? I mean, good God, all right? But, I mean, you see any other changes in the playoff?
Did you have the Colts? I think that one still is going to be really close. Colts and Texans.
Colts, Texans, Jags, Titans, all are in playoff contention. So
yeah, that will be a good one to watch. I feel like that one's always kind of in contention. But the Packers, Vikings will be fun to watch. The Saints will easily win that division, but I'm intrigued to watch Drew Brees start to play more now that he's healthy. Cowboys, I think they have control of that. Even though the Eagles won last week, I think they have control of that. The Chiefs, especially how they look with Matt Moore, I think they're going to win that division. I don't see anyone catching up to the Niners, if we're going to be completely honest.
Really? Do you not?
As we touched on, honestly, I think it'll come down to, it could be the second last game of the year. The Rams, Niners.
Oh, they're going to say the Seahawks game. Okay.
No, because that game will most likely get flexed to Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, well, and it'll be here.
I already have my tickets.
You already got the tickets? Did you really? Dixon spends all this money to go watch his team lose. I don't understand it, guys. Let's go through the Rams schedule so far. Okay.
For the upcoming.
Of course, yeah. So what are they now? They're 5-3. 5-3. Okay. 8 games through, 8 games left. Steelers.
W.
I'm going to call it a W. Okay. Bears.
W.
I'm going to call it a W too because it's in LA. Rams, Ravens. I'm going to give it to the Ravens.
Okay. I'll just let you have that hypothetical.
Of course. Yeah. I don't want your implicit bias coming in. Cardinals. I'm going to call that a W.
So that would make us 8-4.
Yes. Seahawks. That's a loss. Cowboys is also a loss. The Niners is also a loss.
8-7.
And the Cardinals will be a win.
So 9-7.
9-7.
And you still think they'll make the playoffs?
I think they're gonna. I told you they're gonna squeak in as a 6th seed. I think.
Huh? And you think they'll still lose to the Seahawks?
I really do.
Interesting.
I know it's in LA. It's gonna be a primetime game though. You're gonna love to see that. And oh my goodness,
if 3, probably 4 primetime games coming up in the next 8 weeks.
Yeah, and it's. Rams beat
it's good
the
for
Seahawks.
me.
Are you kidding me?
It's good for me.
Oh my Lord. Who is that?
Rams beat the Seahawks.
Who was saying
there we go. We love it.
Good God. Yeah, don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to the fans. All right, listen to the expert.
We'll see after the week betting the spread.
They call me Zach Berry almost. Like Matthew's brother. Older brother, of course. Okay. My God. We can play on ESPN soon. Over with Matt Mayoko at NBC, huh? Who else? Who else has a chance to just squeak into the playoffs? Maybe
the Dolphins. Just kidding.
Good God.
The Redskins. Just kidding. The Jets.
I was gonna
the Bengals.
I was gonna say actually, if we took a look at the Packers, Bears, Vikings, and Redskins division. No, not Redskins. Sorry, Lions division. And if we can see if obviously the Packers going to make it 7-1 currently.
Mm-hmm.
But if we
Panthers
didn't see
W,
if the
Chargers
Vikings
W,
or it looks like the Vikings are on track to make the playoffs too.
Yeah.
They've gone off to a solid start. We love what we've seen from them. The question is going to come down
a tough schedule.
Yeah, let's go through the Vikings. They're 6-2 right now. Here we go.
That's tough.
At Chiefs, tough game. At Cowboys, another tough game. They could go down to 6-4 there. Broncos called a win. At Seattle, they could be 7-5 right there. Then at home versus the Lions, I think they're going to take that. Then at the Chargers, I think they're going to take that, 9-5. Then versus the Packers, I don't see them being the Packers, 9-6. And then the Bears, 10-6. They look like a good wild card team right now.
They do.
The Rams are going to have it tough. When they don't win the division, they're going to have it tough. They're going to be having the Vikings and the Seahawks all vying for playoff contention, as well as the Eagles.
We'll see.
I feel bad for you guys, honestly.
I don't.
I mean, I have the luxury of not having to worry about not making the playoffs, right? You know, you're 7-0. You're feeling good. Not too good, of course. We're obviously going to play our best game ever.
Never settle.
You know, week in, week out.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying, you know, we are – I've said enough about the Niners. We are just unbelievable. Any final thoughts?
I think we're good. I think this will be a fun week. I have my bye week, so I don't know how much football I truly am going to watch. But this is a good slate. I'm not going to have all of them on my TV because I don't get all of them. But I'm going to be paying attention to all of them. I'm going to have fun looking at them. And this week will be fun, checking the spread and looking at all that going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, and if we really start to actually get good at this, you guys can start listening to us, placing your bets in the old Vegas, right? And we'll see what happens.
And hey, I'll be placing bets this week too. My lock, give them your lock of the week. My lock of the week is the Packers at the Chargers 3.5.
Lock of the week. Here we go.
You can take the Packers as well because, I mean, 3.5, it's almost too easy.
My lock of the week. It probably would be the Jets at Dolphins. It probably would be. But I'm going with the Niners at the Cardinals.
Niners at the Cardinals. Thursday
night
night
football of the week right there.
Two locks of the
week.
Two
locks of the week. No bias, of course. Just bold predictions right there.
We love it.
And the biggest, the upset of the week for me. Okay. I think it just might be.
My upset's the Lions.
That could happen. That very well could happen. Do you think Raiders could take that game then?
No. Well, the Raiders are the favorite. So the upset's the Lions.
The Raiders are. Oh yes, that's correct. Lions. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
Broncos. Okay.
Should be a close spread.
Yeah.
Another great week in the National Football League.
Yeah, we're excited. Week 9, episode 9. Thank you guys for tuning in.
And the Fit Down Podcast, you know, like we said, we're doing this spread thing. We're only getting bigger here.
We're getting very big.
Okay? Very more elevated, more work and time is going to put into this podcast than you could ever imagine. Okay. And we're doing this all for you guys for free. For free.
For free.
For free.
One day you'll have to pay for this greatness.
One day.
One day.
Yeah, they'll call it the herd. You heard? Maybe, you know, undisputed first take, something like that. You know, Dixon Moresco take the world, sports world, huh?
Hell yeah,
My
baby.
God, let's go, McLovin, huh? All right, week 9, good week in the football league. Here we go.
Great week in the football
All
league,
right.
You know, Fit Down Podcast. You don't see it anywhere else.
You don't see it in the NFL. You don't see it anywhere else, but you see it right here.
Right here. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Horns up.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys next year, huh? Bang, bang, Niner gang.